Welcome to the Culturally Distinct Podcast. This is your boy DJ KO.
K-Jack is in the building.
And today, first of all, I'd like to welcome you guys to the show. Thank you for tuning in to the show. Before we get into the show, we over here at Neal's Creole Cafe off of 6356 Richmond Street over here in the West Summer area. So if you ever visit Houston, because I know they have a location in New Orleans and Atlanta, but if you're in the Houston area, make sure you make it over here. Get you some oyster po' boys, get you some oysters, get you some charbroiled oysters over here at Neal's. So shouts out to them. So today we have a special edition, a topic. I think it's a taboo topic that we talk about in our community, and we have three guests today that came on the show that wanted to express, their experience with this particular subject that we're going to talk about today. Number one, we have Tabitha Ross.
Hey.
We got Keri White.
Hello.
Hi.
And we got Courtney Jones. So, the taboo topic that I'm talking about is. Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm so sorry, brother. Look.
I don't know how you miss me, bro. I'm like 270, tall, dark.
Handsome.
I appreciate it.
We got
and wholesome.
an honorary guest. I'm sorry, the honorary guest today. We have
Von Christmas, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So he's very enlightened on this point, on this subject topic that we're going to talk about today. And so he wanted to join the conversation. So this taboo topic that I was talking about, cosmetic surgery, right? So we know that's a new thing in the 2020s. Well, let me say no.
It's not new.
It's not new.
It's more talked about.
Yeah.
It's trending
in a black community.
Yeah, it's definitely new in the black community.
Black
for sure.
community because
It's picking up steam.
It's talked about more in the black community.
It's trending. It's picking up steam. It's trending right now.
so
You got to talk directly in the mic so we can hear you.
talking to the mic for me. So the thing is, we know in a white community that women been getting lips and breasts and augmentations and all that stuff for a long time, since the 80s, since Playboy, right?
Before the 80s.
Just say
Since
a
the
long
Playboy
time.
Mansion,
Just say
right?
a long time.
Right.
So black women just started getting these procedures, right?
That you know of.
No, they didn't just start getting the procedures. It's more talked about now.
Okay,
Just start.
so
It's just,
so before we give it a start, I want to introduce you guys. Introduce yourselves. So Keri, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm Keri White. Is that better?
Yeah, just pull the mic. There you
So
go.
I'm Keri White. I am the owner of Opulent Care LLC, located in Houston, Texas. I'm a graduate of Southern University. I'm a mommy of 4, married, and I am a plastic surgery patient. I had a mommy makeover July of 2019.
Okay. Tab.
My name is Tabitha Ross. I am the inventor and owner of Yin Yang Edge Control, salon owner, Lux Life Plan Manager, and I've had 2 rounds of plastic surgery, and I'm here to talk about it. I just got back from November, so I'm fresh off the boat. Let's talk about it.
Fresh off the boat. Courtney.
Courtney.
My name is Courtney Jones. I'm currently a student at UHD. I have also had 2 rounds of plastic surgery. So whatever y'all want to know, the nitty gritty, I got your answers.
So, ladies, go ahead.
And I am Kaya Jackson, still equipped with these knock knees the Lord gave me at birth.
Not for long. We're going to get them knock knees fixed.
I don't know if you can get that cosmetically fit right there.
These knees ain't never
Hey,
let
and
me
They've been
down.
there.
I'm Von Christmas. I haven't had no surgery. But
What you got, Vaughn? You wholesome?
it's some things out here I can fix.
You wholesome?
Vaughn a Neo. He a Neo.
We'll see what's going on.
But
We're going to take it slow.
a lot of
You
men,
gonna sign up
but
for
you
me?
know,
at the table.
a lot of men are starting to get the surgery also, but that's another
What they
conversation.
getting, though? I don't understand.
They
What would
getting
the man
they getting the
Oh, they trying to get some
Getting
lipo.
the
Yeah.
stomachs
the
done.
360.
4D
Nah, man,
definition
you
to
in
the lungs,
Texas,
to
bro.
the
Like,
abdomen,
if
to
you
the
in Texas,
abdomen.
some women like a little cushion for the pushing.
So,
They
you
want to
know,
lay on that little
hey,
belly. They
you
call
guys
it a
can
baller
always-
belly.
Christmas season.
No, you guys can definitely do a daddy do-over.
I tell everybody all the time,
Daddy
like,
do-over.
once
Absolutely.
it get cold outside, I'm in season. So, yeah, you better be careful.
It's about to get warm, Vaughn.
Hey, then I'll put on the tank top.
There it is.
So, ladies, who was the person prior to the surgery? Who was the person? When I asked
Who was
that
the person prior
prior to the surgery. So before you guys had surgery, Who were you?
So it's the same person.
Okay.
So me speaking personally, I can't say that I'm any different than who I was before. I can say I'm significantly more confident, but
Okay.
as far as my characteristics and my qualities, like I'm still Keri White, like I'm still KG.
Okay.
I'm still I am who I am. The only difference is like I don't have to wear a bra.
Okay.
Right. So right, I don't have to wear a bra. So I've had 4 kids. So I don't have to worry about that fupa from carrying 4 babies in my womb. So from a personality standpoint, I'm still integrally like who I am.
Okay.
But I'm just significantly more confident in who I am. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it. Ladies, anybody want to
I
chime in?
agree. I'm going to go ahead and co-sign, and I am the same exact person as I was before. And if there is new confidence, I'm not going to say so much because of the look, but it takes a thick skin to do this because you get kind of judgy-wudgy, the eyes looking at you, so you got to be able to hold it down, hold your own, and represent, and not let people come for you because you want to improve yourself.
And not just thick skin. I think it's thick skin to be able to have like a cosmetic procedure and then be transparent about having the cosmetic procedure as well.
Okay. Courtney, you got anything to say?
I agree with everyone.
I guess
else.
can I
You are
can I
the
can I
same
Go ahead,
person.
Ron.
interject? I guess my question to you ladies is where was the imperfections that you seen?
When did you know?
Like when did you know you didn't like what you like? Because if you gotta and who was the judge on saying like that? You know what, baby, you should get that done. Like if a man would have suggested it, I'm asking. Hold on, baby. If a man would have suggested it, you do it, would you have felt offended rather than you just take it upon yourself and you had your own insecurities in the dark?
Good question. So from a male standpoint, my husband was absolutely not for me having plastic surgery. He was not an advocate for it. He did not want it. He was content with me having my fupa. Okay, but for me, it was a personal decision because I had 4 kids. I had lost 80 pounds. I had a gastric sleeve, so I lost 80 pounds through a gastric sleeve. So I had some sagginess going on. I wasn't happy with what I saw in the mirror, right? So it wasn't necessarily about anybody else. It was about me and what I wanted. So when if you are a woman and you've worn a Spanx,
Okay.
okay, the ladies out here that's wearing the Spanx, they understand what I'm talking about. So there's nothing worse, in my opinion, than putting on that Spanx and you hot and you sweaty, and the only thing you're trying to do is not have them rolls bulge out, right? So for me, it was a personal decision because I had lost a significant amount of weight, and I had my 4 babies. So like after you've carried 4 children in your womb, especially when your husband's 6'4" and 300 pounds, your body doesn't go back to normal.
So
Does not.
So
I can say that.
okay.
I have one
You want to
child.
answer? You got some? Go ahead. Go ahead, Courtney.
Okay.
Tab.
What was the
No, I wanted to chime in. So he said, at what moment did you know you wanted to do this?
Yes.
Okay, we have lived with ourselves our whole entire life. So if there's a little thing, an imperfection that you just can't get right no matter how much you work out, it's just a genetic thing. At some point, you might have the financial means, we're grown, and you have a YOLO moment, and you're able to do it, and you go for it. That's the moment.
So let me ask you guys this.
And I'll say that at no point have I met any girl out of all the women that I've met through my surgery journeys. I made so many surgery sisters. Not one of them ever said to me, "Oh, I came here because my boyfriend told me to."
Right.
My boyfriend wanted me to get my boobs done. Men are not a fan of it until it's done, and then they like it. Now they love it.
It's definitely
now they can see a difference.
So is it a
I
fad?
see a difference. You're
No,
right.
it's
That
definitely
works.
not a fad. I think that
It's like tattoos.
no, not like tattoos.
Okay.
I think that it depends on the surgical procedure that you're talking about that can
Okay.
be faddish. But as it relates to plastic surgery in general, I don't think it's a fad. Caucasian women have been doing this forever.
Right.
Forever. And I think that we as
But I think they've been-
African American women.
So let me ask you this. I don't want to cut you off.
It has gotten more
It has gotten
popular
more popular.
because you have more reality shows, you have social media,
Right.
and there are some cosmetically enhanced bodies to get people to
So,
a certain point.
my
So
question-
I do think it has picked up some steam
Correct.
from that
From
aspect.
social media aspect,
Right,
absolutely,
right,
and
absolutely.
I think that it's really important to think about, like, from a personal standpoint, like everybody's reasoning for having a procedure is different. It's completely different, and I really think that it involves the age group as well. You have a lot of younger women that I'm finding that are
getting your BBLs and things of that nature. Because now, like I like big butts, and I cannot lie. Like that's really like the thing right now.
That was
like
natural booties,
like
though.
people
That
want
was
these
natural.
big butts. You know,
Girl,
so
little booties
Well, it
matter.
depends.
Little
So-
booties
so-
matter.
Right,
Little
but
booties
from
do
a social
matter.
media standpoint, let's not forget the generate like where we are. Social media is
Right.
basically ruling things right now. So
Right.
from my perspective, and
So-
seeing the people that are getting them,
Right.
they're really going for that look.
I think social media is not only ruling things, I think it's tainting things, right?
I definitely
Okay.
Because
It's
like
giving a false
it's a
sense of
false sense of reality of
Yeah.
that she looks like that.
correct.
My
Okay.
homeboy, he does photos, right?
Right.
And he is he do shoots, and we'll send him a picture. He'll be like, "That's shopped."
Right.
Right?
Photoshop.
He can spot it because he do shop, right? So I think that once people start looking at how much I didn't know. I was like, damn, that's shop.
Can he
I thought she was
unknock
built
knees?
like that. Like he was like, look, they cut her waist. He was like, they cut her waist a little bit. He can tell me everything they've done.
Right.
And I think that right there is the eyes tricking a lot of people into thinking that, like, you know what, that's what look good.
Okay.
But I think
But
that
who's to say what looks good and what doesn't?
And that's the thing.
That's the
But
thing.
the thing of it is, a lot of people, not a lot, many people
Some.
search for things for different reasons. So we've been saying that Caucasian women have been doing this for a long time.
Right.
They are, and most of their procedures are things like a facelift to get rid of crow's feet. It's to do what we say all the time: black doesn't crack.
Right.
It has just become in the last 10 years or so that women outside of color have wanted big butts and hips and curves.
Correct.
Because for the longest, they
frowned
wanted that
upon.
straight, small, streamlined thing,
Size
which is
2,
what
size
everybody
4.
said
So
was
yeah,
perfect.
it depends on where you're at too.
Let
If
me
you're in
ask y'all
Atlanta
this.
or LA, it goes different.
But
It's
even-
two different extremes.
But regardless of where you were 10 years ago,
It's
to
the same
have a
thing.
big butt and hips was not a thing.
It was not.
They just wanted to get rid of crow's
So-
feet. They didn't want to look like they were aging. That's
So
what
my
they didn't
my
want.
question is, I understand that you have a lot. From what I'm hearing is, you keep saying I have 4 kids, so I wanted to change some things. You have kids?
No kids.
So what was your thing about with the no kids? Like you didn't have kids, meaning you understand what I'm
I
saying?
understand what you're saying.
Go ahead.
Why would you do it now before you have kids?
Like you didn't have. No, I'm just saying you didn't have kids, and you didn't have any. I'm not gonna say you have any imperfections. She said her kids made you do your body change.
Yeah,
Body definitely changed with children.
So from my understanding, you probably looked great before,
absolutely.
right? So was it more of
Play with me.
I want to go from a 8 to a 13, or
No, it was just more of a, you've been living with yourself your whole life, so like the little things that you just want to change, and I had the opportunity to change them, and I'm on a YOLO vibe. I don't want to live my life and be like, what if I did this? Like, I want to be the best me, and so if I'm able to do that, I'm going to do that.
Have you guys had any regrets? Anything you wish you didn't do, you would do different?
Absolutely.
I actually had a complication with my second round, and I had to go back. Keep in mind, my doctor is in Dominican Republic. I myself, I had to go back all by myself, on my own, and it was a little nerve-wracking. But when you have made up,
First time, and I'm gonna lead that into another question when you say by yourself. There's a reason I'm asking that. But go ahead.
the first round I went by myself too. I'm gonna tell y'all something like a lot of people don't know, but she knows. This is my best friend. Tabitha is my best friend. So the first round when I went by myself, I had literally just went through there was a death. Someone close to me passed away. And my surgery was a week out. You can't cancel it. You can't do. It's a lot of, I've
You're
already
there. You're in
paid.
that
I've
thing.
already. So I had to pull myself
Right.
together and mask all my emotions and get over there and get it done. Because
Like,
once you
they're
make
like
the
here,
decision
like
you want to
that.
have surgery, anybody that's listening who's been teeter-tottering, like, oh, I want to do it, but I don't know.
they don't give you
That
the
that
money.
urge never goes away, though.
No.
If you know you want to do it, you're going to do it
Just
eventually.
do it.
It's just going to matter of time. So I had a tummy tuck and I had a BBL and one. That's a Brazilian butt lift.
butt lift.
A Brazilian butt.
Yeah, so they did lipo. They put the excess fat in my butt.
fat transfers.
And then I had a tummy tuck. So I have one child. And so I had stretch marks. Of course, I wasn't happy with my stretch marks. And
We like them
I didn't
tiger
wanna walk
stripes.
around in, I don't want to walk around in a bikini, It's like,
Girl, you can walk
So-
around
I wanna
with
feel
them
good.
them stretch
So,
marks.
Courtney, let me ask you guys this, because we're going too fast. We're going too fast. So let's back it
I'm
up.
giving y'all too much tea. I'm sorry.
Let's back it up.
Back it up.
All these acronyms, I have no idea what they are.
Oh, we can
Let me help you
She's a
out.
nurse.
Now
She got
they
you.
have.
So-
I know they have
So let's
contour.
talk
They have.
acronyms. BBL, that's your Brazilian butt lift.
You
TT.
mentioned mommy
And what is
makeover.
that,
What's
though?
the mommy makeover?
So mommy makeover can be any combination of procedures. So it's really depending on what you want. So for instance, for me with my mommy makeover,
So no. What is the BBL? What is it?
the Brazilian butt lift.
What is
so
that?
it's lipo 360 in most instances. So
What is
they
that?
do
What
is
they do?
so let me.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about liposuction.
Right. Inpatient.
All
Okay,
right.
so what happens is they do liposuction of your entire torso.
Okay.
They take that fat, they cleanse that fat, they transfer that fat to your derriere, to your butt,
Okay.
for a fuller appearance. So that's a Brazilian butt lift.
All right.
So that's really what people are trending towards right
So
now.
that's one.
Okay, so then you have your tummy tuck. So that's basically removing excess
Excess
skin
fat.
and fat from your abdomen,
Okay.
repairing that muscle that breaks after childbirth. So
Okay.
that's your tummy tuck. Then you have your breast augmentation, right?
that's-
So that is
Like a
your
lift.
breast, that's your implants. So that's your implants, or you can have a mastopexy, which is your breast reduction, and those can either be done through fat grafts or implants.
So what's the difference between an augmentation and a implant?
So I have personally had I had a breast reduction at 18.
Okay.
So I was a G.
I was about to say G. G is always the number.
I was a G.
Okay.
So I went from a G to a B at 18. So what happens is they actually reduce the size of the breast. So when you're that heavy as far as your breasts are concerned, you have
Your back hurt.
you have a lot of back pain.
Okay.
Right. So that's the breast reduction. They're basically removing that excess breast tissue.
Okay.
And if you're having implants, some of the smaller ladies that have smaller breasts, they're choosing the implants to increase their breast size. So in some instances, you may have someone that wants to have a breast lift. So that basically lifts the breast, especially after childbirth and breastfeeding.
But it's that natural breast,
It
right?
takes a toll on those breasts.
So it's a natural breast, though.
A natural breast lift would be fat grafting. So you have a natural breast
So
lift,
they got all
and
these
then you
guys-
have the
I'm
silicone.
confused right now.
So is this like a
So it's
reoccurring
basically-
thing? Do you ladies have to go back? Like,
Okay.
is it like a what I'm asking is, do you have to go back and do
So
other
yes,
work?
I think it's a personal preference. When it comes to the implants, like if you're getting silicone implants, those basically have to be replaced about every 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Not silicone, I'm sorry.
Saline.
Saline. They don't do silicone because of rippling. So you're saline. Or you're doing fat grafting. So I think it boils down.
I'm just thinking about. I want to see how it feels. Not like that, but
Oh, well.
not like that. No, it feels like
They feel
it's like sandbags. Does it feel like sandbags?
No,
or is
I
it-
have implants. And
Okay.
my implants feel very real.
So they feel like they're real
They feel very
natural.
real. You cannot tell the difference with my implants between my implants and natural breast tissue.
So that's the four
Nice.
basic ones.
So that's the four basic ones. And then like with your mommy makeover is really common in mommies. And so it's a combination approach. So you can, in most instances, it includes your tummy,
Okay.
some lipo, and then dealing something with your breasts. And what I'm seeing now with research is that a lot of that includes like a BBL. So when I had my procedure, I had a tummy tuck, lipo 360, which
Okay.
means lipo of my entire abdomen. I had lipo of my arms, lipo of my front of my thighs, my inner thighs, my knees, and then
Okay.
I had breast augmentation. So I'm literally a black Barbie from my shoulders down to my knees.
Oh, that's the thing, Black Barbie.
Barbie. Yeah, we love it.
And what level?
we
What
love
level
it
did
here.
it bring your confidence to?
Good question.
150.
That's a good question.
150. Did
Because let
it
me tell
increase
you.
everything?
Let me tell you, I lost 80 pounds
Mm-hmm.
from weight loss. I lost 80 pounds. And I was still uncomfortable in my skin
Okay.
because I still had this stomach. And I still had I'm genetically prone to being bottom heavy, right? So my doctor
Check or
she
something over
changed
there.
my life. Prior to this, I couldn't do that.
Let me ask you guys this, all of you guys this question. So, I understand. Look, congratulations to the weight loss and to the new body, the Black Barbie, right?
A trainer couldn't do it though.
So let me,
Hashtag Black Barbie. Hashtag Black Barbie.
so let me ask you guys this: Was Vaughn asked the question about the confidence? The confidence wasn't. It was there, but it wasn't
It was
so
there.
much there. So, do you guys think having a new body is the ultimate confidence?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think the body has.
Confidence was a real confidence.
No, it's real.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
100%.
So, Courtney, do you feel like you went from
I'm just saying, you know, okay, yeah. No, I
In the
didn't
mic.
say- let me
In the
give
mic.
y'all
In the
some
mic.
background.
Kaya, in the mic.
I'm gonna give y'all some background. I'm a therapist, so I see all things
Got
at all
you.
times.
That makes sense.
And so I have to ask that question.
Oh, you
in
can't
that
fake the
way
confidence,
for
though.
everybody.
We love it.
Some people can though. It can be fake.
Okay.
It can be fake. It does be fake. It has
Sugar
been fake.
pills.
I've seen it be fake.
No, we're
So
actually
that's why-
impressed
yeah,
and we're
that's
grateful.
a row in your birth control that give you that feeling.
I don't
that you
have birth
protect-
control, so I
not
wouldn't
you,
know.
But I'm just.
Yeah.
But you
Those
said
fir-
sugar
those 4
pills.
days.
sugar pill?
Go ahead.
But
Go
there
ahead,
is a
Todd.
role that gives you that. So
Got
that's
you.
why I'm asking. Like I'm just saying.
No, when he did a good job and you got what you paid for, you're happy. You're like, okay, you're really happy. Personally, not even for what everyone else thinks. Like, if you like it,
Okay. That's fair.
So, do you think it's
Saying that.
addictive, ladies? I'm
It's
sorry.
like- I was gonna say it goes back to saying that when you make a decision you want to have surgery, it's a personal thing. It's not that somebody else is telling you or you want to make somebody else impress. No, you do it for yourself.
For yourself.
Okay.
Absolutely. Especially as far as like the expense is concerned, like that could be a really expensive endeavor to be trying to like
So-
do stuff for other people.
That's my next question.
Agreed.
That's the whole-
I done some research, and I think
Some people do, and it
the
doesn't
numbers I got was between 4 and 10 grand. I don't know.
Oh no,
And
child.
then-
I'm sorry,
Well-
not in Houston.
Higher
I
than
don't
that?
know. I'm just, I just done, you know,
I mean,
my bad. I went to,
I bought a whole camera.
I went to the-
I bought a whole car.
I went to the small app
And going
Wikipedia.
to the Dominican because some you say you went to the
I've been
Dominican.
to Dominican.
So what's the difference in staying in state and going to the Dominican? Give me
and
the
price
difference
range,
in that.
just hypothetically.
Hypothetically, I can tell you positively, 100% fact. So for me, my procedure was $25,000+.
Okay.
Exactly. I
Okay.
got quotes before I
Yes,
decided
it's
on
definitely
the
more. It's definitely more
Now, how
in
much
state.
was it for you, Courtney?
25
United
bands.
States.
So here's another thing about the Dominican. Okay,
You
in
could've just-
the States, most doctors, they are not going to do two
could've just gave me
combined
that
procedures
28.
like a tummy tuck and a BBL because what they're
Direct.
going to tell you is one is going to suffer. If we do the tummy tuck, your BBL is going to suffer. If we do the BBL, your tummy tuck is going to
Is
suffer.
there
got
health
you.
risk in doing more than one procedure at a time?
No.
No, I think
No.
it's just uncommon in the States. And what it is you do the tummy tuck, and then you got to come back and do a BBL. So now you're paying them twice.
Now you're paying them
Now
twice.
you're paying them
So
twice.
It's for
So that's
money,
50
not
bands.
necessarily health. No.
Not in DR though.
Every
Oh, the
doctor
DR.
in the DR that I'm aware of, and Colombia, anywhere else you can go and you can get your tummy tuck and your BBL at the same time. I think that it's not just a monetary thing, but also doctors, you know, they want their work to be their best work. So they tell you, oh, if we do this, you're not gonna. The other thing is gonna suffer and
So-
lag. But I did
Yeah,
both
but
at the
How do
same
you find the
time.
right doctor?
Yeah,
though?
that's
So
what,
you're
yeah.
talking about
Research.
manpower, and you saying the doctor is saying this. So depending on how long time takes in one procedure, would you want to push a person to the brink of going to their second procedure and exceeding their time that they're used to doing in surgery? Would you want to risk?
She got her Fashion Novas on too. Look at her.
So, resident nurse on scene.
Hey.
Okay, so I think when it comes to a combination approach, I think that boils down to the experience of your doctor.
That's what I'm asking.
Okay, so I founded my company on skilled nursing services. I experienced significant complications after my surgery, not as a result of my doctor, but because I traveled too soon. And I wound up with blood clots to 3 lobes of my lungs, and I wound up on anticoagulants, which are blood thinners, for almost 6 months. I literally almost died.
So we're gonna talk.
So-
I want to get to that. No,
Okay.
we get too
So
too
with that
early.
being said,
Okay.
my goal and my vision is to inform women and educate women on making informed decisions about their cosmetic surgeries. People think that cosmetic surgery is, oh, it's just a little nip tuck. No, boo. This real life. This right. This is surgery. This is a big deal. And you have people dying, literally dying,
Anesthesia.
from
alone.
left and right. And not just United States, but other countries, because they die. Dead.
But if you know that, then why would you risk your
Because-
life for a
because it looks
small
good.
imperfection?
Well, here's the thing. Because it won society.
I get that, but what I'm saying is, like you say, you married, right?
Yes.
Me, I'm just putting myself in your husband's shoes for 1 second. Like, how do I agree with that once you tell me it's
Because
like you
Now,
can
see,
go?
the question you just asked is the question I've asked many of my patients.
You understand what I'm saying? It's
when
kinda
they
like
come
if-
to me,
So-
I'm not
especially
saying-
if
I'm
they
No,
have
for instance, my husband,
No.
I said, babe,
You have to explore it.
right,
No.
I said, we can go to DR and I can spend a fraction of the cost. He said, absolutely not. I'm not risking your health.
I get that part, but what I'm saying is sometimes it may be the DR, the doctor in the DR may be the best doctor, right?
Shout out Dr. G. Hey, Dr. Gudaselli is the
So
goat.
they know who to go. These ladies. What I'm saying is, I'm talking about from a male's perspective. If I'm with you, right? Because I understand it's your body,
Right.
right? Because the women is the right to choose. We get it's not just pregnancy,
Right.
But I'm talking about you telling me that you can die, and I'm your husband.
So-
and you got 4 babies. Hold on. Let me
Okay,
get
I'm gonna let you
that.
finish.
So you got 4
Make it
babies.
plain, Pastor.
So you got 4 babies. So I'm trying to figure out
Make it plain.
where is it that I can say no, and this is a no go. You understand what I'm saying? Because
You can't.
At any point,
You can't.
and are you gonna listen?
No.
Yeah, there you go.
And,
You can say
and
no
once,
at any
and once
point,
you
but is
don't,
she gonna
what do
listen?
you want me to do with that?
Love
But
me
this is
and
my
support
thing.
me
Hold
and
on,
take
this
care
is
of
my
me.
thing as a
Support you.
therapist.
I'm not in support of you losing
listen,
your life.
This is my question
That's
as
fair.
a therapist. When you say no as a husband and the wife still says yes, why is the wife still? Why are you saying no and
And the
why
wife
is she
say-
still saying
Because
yes?
that doc, you told me you can die.
Death.
But
No, wait.
No, what
Right.
you listen? What I'm saying is, if you were saying no and she is saying yes, at some point you have to pause and come together and try to figure out why is there a difference of opinion.
The difference is,
part.
No,
Listen.
I understand
No,
that, but
Vaughn.
you're not hearing what I'm
I
saying.
understand what you're
Mom,
saying.
do you drive? You drive a car, right?
Every
They gotta get
everything
insurance.
has a risk.
Listen,
Everything
listen.
has a
but
risk.
every
That was
day
my
in the
point.
car,
Medical
is it guaranteed
procedure.
that you're
No,
gonna
driving a car
drive?
is
I
a
do
risk.
have a car.
It's not.
Flying in a
I do
plane
have
has a
car.
risk.
And
Watch
you
this.
drive.
Walk
I
outside.
don't drive fast in traffic.
It doesn't matter. It's not necessarily your
You know what I'm
fault.
saying? It is a difference.
You know,
no, you can't.
Listen, many
I have
car
a car.
accidents that I've seen that result in death,
I'm
it's never
with
the
you.
person driving's
No.
fault. It's the other person.
I'm with you.
So
All
you
I'm-
can
what I'm-
die any day.
I understand. Listen,
Yes.
I'm not against what you're talking about. What I'm saying is, I need to hear the percentages of that.
And you
Right?
can get that information.
If it's any more than 10 or 30, it's a no for me.
Hold on.
Well, I'm just throwing a number out
So
there
here's the
to
thing.
see what y'all feel comfortable with.
Again,
if
But
it's
if your
1%,
woman
I'm saying,
feel like she need to look like them videos
baby,
you clicking on
but
social
you gotta
media.
ask me what you need to look like because I'm the one dealing with you.
But
I'm just throwing out hypotheticals. If she sees,
I'm not saying I don't like
so
it.
if she
I'm saying
sees your
that
algorithms of what
I'm
you're
talking
clicking on
about-
social media, you want them making the stallion knees and hips and booty.
Baby,
She
them
feel
knees
she
shot
need
to
to get
hell.
that to make you happy. Then what do you say? What do you say after that?
listen, I understand it's a competition pool.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, there's no well,
you
let
can
me
y'all can say that all y'all want.
no
Okay.
competition.
Every woman tell me it's not a competition, but
It's not a
it actually,
competition.
listen, I watch, I listen.
Okay.
If you put a bunch of women in the room,
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, some sort of competition gonna start.
I just want to say
So-
that
Once I enter the room, the competition may
Whatever,
start.
I wanna
whatever
say-
you want to say.
that
I'm
But-
telling you from me watching.
You right.
wait,
I've traveled a lot. I'm go out.
Well-versed.
I'm well versed. I do it.
Right.
Trust me, women don't mix.
I get it.
If
Correct.
we never a competition, I can be like, "How you come over here with my homegirl?" And you'll be like, and then you'll get over there, and then you'll be judging me all night. If she,
Right.
if
That
she
is true.
wasn't- If she,
That is true.
I don't think it's
I'm
a
just saying
competition.
your name, but I promise you, if you try to mix and mingle women that are not intertwined in who they are,
But that's deeper than.
Wait a minute,
But-
but I was
I'm-
so
what I'm
mixed up
saying- all I'm
intertwined
saying,
women
I'm
the
gonna
whole
stay on
time I
track.
was in
I'ma get off the
DR.
ramp.
It
Right,
was
get
all
off the
of them.
ramp.
I'm gonna get out the ramp.
Out the
I
ramp.
went down a rabbit hole. I'm gonna come
Yes,
back.
you did.
I didn't that much. It was
You
just
did.
long.
A little bit. It was
It was
a bunch
long.
of that. It was a
But
little bit.
I asked the question though. If I say no,
Right.
right,
If she says yes.
then where we at? Where do we go
So
from there?
can I intervene as the person whose husband said no? So my husband was adamantly opposed to me having weight loss surgery, and he was adamantly opposed to me having my mommy makeover. But at the end of the day, he has to recognize that for Keri, that was what I
Your
wanted
decision.
to do for me.
Right.
But at the same time, you have to make informed decisions about your physician. You have to do your research. And here's the thing. What I'm finding is you have more and more women that are willing to sacrifice their life for the sake of a cheaper surgery.
Right.
Right. So our compromise was, okay, I understand what you want, but because you are my wife and because you are the mother of my children,
I got you.
I'm not willing to risk your health for you to leave the country. So you know what, babe? No problem. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna tag this price tag, and I need you to stay in Houston.
Let me ask you guys this, and this is a question to all you guys, because I know this is a passionate subject to the guys that had the surgery. Why is the passion so much there? Why is it like it's like a defense mechanism? I'm not saying that nobody at this table is saying anything incorrect. I'm saying the response is a defensive response to me.
On my end, this is Tabitha.
Okay.
You get the same questions from a lot of people.
I
We
got
just
you.
want to set the record straight. I'm here
got
to
you.
let you know this is what it is. This is how I feel. I'm tired of re-explaining myself. This is my life,
I
my
got
body.
you.
That's why I did. Boom.
So
At the end of the day,
okay.
so
Just because you wanted to.
So
Yeah.
speaking from a person that literally had a near-death experience.
Okay.
When I went to the hospital, my doctor said, "I'm so happy that you made it that you made it here, because most people don't make it from the ambulance ride to the ER to the hospital."
Right.
So speaking from a person that almost died,
Okay.
you only have one life.
Correct. So
And your life is not for your husband. Your life is not for your kids. When you close your eyes and you meet that maker, that's your life that you're living.
correct. So to that, I'm glad you was talking about that because Vaughn, you touched on it a little bit, and I'm gonna go back to that. So we're gonna talk about the recovery phase.
Correct. Let's
That's
talk about
about
it. Come on,
the
that's my
bees.
business.
Now-
Let's
So
go.
Let me
Took
ask.
a beat.
Can I ask real quick?
Go ahead.
Let me just interject.
Took a
So
beat.
I heard what you just said, right?
Correct.
Let's just say I wanted to be an asshole.
Come
Can I
on,
curse
be
on the show?
a butthole.
Go
Be
ahead,
a
baby.
butthole.
So
Come
let's
on.
say, for instance, I'm not in agreement with what you did.
Okay.
So
You can go.
I leave you on your recovery phrase by yourself.
Then we gonna be divorced.
Why? Hold on. Whoa. No, baby. No. You can't have it both ways.
We outside now.
I told you no.
But you not my daddy.
I'm not
Back up
talking
on
about you specifically. Let
Okay.
me get it
Let
out.
him answer the question. Let him answer the question.
Let's put it back. Put it
You
back.
right. You reel it back in. Reel it back in. I'm not talking about.
Okay.
I'm not your daddy. Correct.
Not my daddy.
Here's my thing.
Zaddy.
I'm not your daddy, and I'm not in agreement.
Okay.
So, but watch this. If I leave you on your recovery phrase by yourself, now I'm the bad guy.
Correct.
You are the
What you
bad
mean
guy.
correct? See, you can't have it both ways.
No, let me. No. First.
Let me. I'm still.
No. But
Go
let me
ahead.
say this.
My thing
Go ahead.
is, I'm not in agreement, and I'm not with it. So why do I have to sit right here and?
That depends on your
Okay, but
social
once
standing in
the
my life. So
recovery
you're my
has
husband or my
happened,
man.
I'm
So
recovered.
you just told me.
No.
You just told me your life is
Once
your
we're
life.
recovered.
It doesn't make him the bad.
You just told me your life is your life.
It's my
You made a
decision.
you made a
So,
selfish decision. Now you want me
but
to.
here's the
Let's say
thing. I
hypothetically.
said that depends on your social standing. Are you my man or you my husband?
But it's still the same.
So my husband gonna
No,
support my
let's say
decision regardless.
It's not your social standing.
But my husband is my husband.
We get that,
So
and you
that's
just
why-
said.
That's why I said at the beginning, you guys have to have a conversation.
Correct, and I'm not going against what you're talking about.
Right.
You just said you made the statement that
Let the married lady exit stage left.
Listen. No, that's not what you say that.
Husband, boyfriend,
No, you
it
just
doesn't
said
matter.
that
There's
my
gonna be a
life is
risk.
for me and not for my
So
husband,
that
not for
means
my
there
kids.
should have been
So
some
my thing is
conversations
correct.
prior to
So watch this.
recovery
Your recovery
so that
is
you wouldn't
who you
need
want.
it.
Who you want to do that?
Your recovery hard.
Your recovery is on you.
Your recovery hard.
And that's cool. And when
It's
the
on
recovery
you.
is
Really,
over,
we don't need
when
you
the
to
recovery
recover.
is over,
I
you
as the
want to
nurse,
look
the
at it, you
masseuse.
want to touch it, you want to feel it. And you
So
can't.
let me ask you.
So Courtney
So it's
says,
all good.
Wait, so Courtney says once recovery is over and then you
Then
don't
what?
want to touch,
You don't want to
rub,
touch it, you want to
feel,
look at it, you
and
want to
see.
see it, you want to eat
When them
it,
breasts
you want to
ain't
be
hitting
all
the
over
floor.
me. No good, I'm good.
Listen, I'm not mad at what the outcome is. I'm just talking about.
all of this
No.
goes back
You're
to
missing it.
everybody
See,
needs to have
it's not. But it's bigger than that. It's not about the outcome. You told me you can die.
No,
So
it,
everybody needs to have
You,
a conversation.
you understand that?
before
I'm just telling you how I feel.
need to be on
You
one
gotta.
accord before you
Correct.
get there.
You need to know how I feel about death and near death
Despite
decisions.
husband, boyfriend, dating someone, there is going to
So
be
watch
a
this.
conversation.
Can I ask a
It's
question?
going to be a risk.
So Courtney, let me ask you a
It's going to be
question.
a risk.
Courtney, without us, let me ask a question. If I knew, watch this. If I knew you met me yesterday. Let's say you met me yesterday, okay? And I knew you was high risk pregnancy. I knew you was high risk, right? And I said, you know what? I want babies. Hold on, no, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I want babies, right?
Right.
I know you high risk.
Sure.
I know that something happened to you if you had kids.
Correct.
Blah, 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 you can go.
Correct.
Right? And I'm telling you, dude, I want kids. How would you feel about that? Would you feel like that's my decision or yours?
High risk in reference to what?
High risk and repertoire if she has a kid or
Pregnancy.
Okay.
'Cause of
something
death.
happened, like
So pregnancy is
It may
kind of
be-
a mutual
I may have-
decision, though. That's not really the same. You can't really equate that to surgery.
So what he's saying is, because I was a high risk person when I got pregnant. So what he's saying is, if you're high risk and you know it comes with complications, it comes with issues, it comes with certain things that has to happen, and you know that it can put your life in jeopardy, it can bring certain things to you, but he's adamant about having children. It's the same in saying he's looking at you saying you're adamant about having
Having
this
surgery, right.
But he knows it puts your life in jeopardy, but it's something you want just like the kids and something he wants. So it's the same thing is what he's saying. So how do you have that conversation?
right. How is it different?
Openly.
It's going to take It's gonna be a rift.
I think in any
It's gonna be a
relationship, I
risk.
think
But
it boils
you have
down
to be
to.
mature enough to have conversation.
I think it boils down to compromise.
Yeah.
It sounds like a selfish thing on either way.
No,
Okay.
it's not selfish.
Okay.
You have open
You know,
You have to be able to have
surgery,
open
you will be called
conversations.
selfish.
Selfish
You
is
will be
to
called
move
selfish.
without having a
Correct.
conversation.
Correct.
And
Correct.
to be selfish
Agreed.
would mean to move after conversation has been had and agreement has been made.
Correct.
And you still do what
That's
you want
selfish.
to do.
Right.
Correct. That's selfish.
Right. So,
So-
I think
Everybody's
So-
not mature enough to have conversations.
That hard conversation.
conversations.
Correct.
So I think in regard to what you're saying, I think again, conversation, communication.
Correct.
So for me in my personal
Right.
situation, right, and what people don't understand is that aftercare, the recovery aspect of cosmetic surgery is hard.
That's what I was gonna
That
ask.
crap is hard.
I'm trying to ask
I'm
that.
sure.
And as
You
a
need help.
nurse,
You need help.
I underestimated what the aftercare experience was, which is why I created my business. But my husband, because he loves me, my husband loved me.
Say that 10 times. We know.
Me,
We
me,
get it.
me
We
and
get
all
it.
my bull crap,
We get
baby.
that.
Me and all my
We get
bull
that.
crap. Okay, he supported my decision to do something that was inherently important for me.
There you go.
Chris, do you love your wife? Come here, Chris. Nah.
We know he do.
Me and Chris White over there.
So on a different aspect-
So with that being said, he was my 24-hour caregiver. When I
Okay.
tell you my husband had my back like 4 flat tires, he had me.
Courtney has-
So
Go ahead,
on a
Courtney.
different aspect in the terms of recovery. So my situation, no, I'm not married. Okay, but I have a little girl. And so when I told my mom, I made the decision, I want to have the surgery, and I told her everything. My mom said, do what you got to do, but leave that baby here.
Leave that baby
and
here.
don't come here and ask me for help. Because
Okay.
I can't help you. Because my mom is older. So she already knew with recovery, it's a process. It's not, you're not about to get up the next day and, I'm back. That's not how it works.
How long did your recovery take? How long was that process until you were able to go get your child and bring her home and take care of her?
So I was out of pocket for about a month. I was in DR for a total of about 15 days.
So
When
you
I
went
came
DR
back,
for 15 days, you
15
came
days.
home and
Okay.
still had how much recovery?
I still needed an additional 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I actually didn't even come straight home. I went to New York and stayed with a friend, and my friend had to literally help me every day.
Right.
I'm talking about
Help you with
sponge
what?
bath,
Give us
sponge
a raw of
bath.
what they needed to help you with.
So a lot
Did you
of
wipe your own butt when you pooped?
no.
Did you need help sitting on the toilet after you pooped?
You need help with everything. If you having a tummy tuck, you will need help. So me, I'm very strong. I'm very independent. So me, when I thought about I'm having a tummy tuck, it's really nothing. I kept telling people I don't consider it a major surgery until I had it. So when I was doing surgery research. Okay, so when I was doing surgery research, I would get on YouTube and I would see girls and they would be hunched over, and I'm like, that is exaggeration. They just
No, ma'am,
cry
press
babies. They
ham.
whining. When I had my tummy tuck, when I woke up the next day, I could not even sit up in the hospital
So,
bed. You cannot.
all
You
you
literally
guys-
have to be hunched.
I want all you guys to give me a story. Give me a story of recovery. What's the
Give me
worst?
your
worst?
Give me the worst.
Me and Courtney went to
I'ma go
Dominican
first.
Republic together in November. She went the first time, so she knew the way. So she said, hey, we don't need a recovery house. We got this.
Okay.
So she got us, we had a hotel.
It was just y'all?
We had a hotel.
Oh, wow.
And she
is in the
she got
DR?
the information in the Dominican Republic, and she got the information of her nurses last time and her massage people last time. So she hit them up and she set it up. They met us at the hospital. They took us home, and me and Courtney, we in there with all our
So
bandages.
y'all went together the first
Oh, wow.
time.
Everything, surgery sisters, like the real picture, yes. Thugging it out.
Surgery
We go to the
sisters.
bathroom. We taking all our vitamins, drinking all our water.
tea.
We're on a diet.
Oh, wow.
We had 2 massages a day. Charles came in the morning and he came at night.
So let's get to the bad side. So what happened? That's what he was asking.
No, no, like-
He was asking you for the worst of the recovery.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back because
What's the
I
worst?
said, okay, so my recovery happened, which here's the thing with surgery. When we were talking about death and all this stuff, no matter who you go with, it doesn't matter if you go to Miami or DR, there is always a risk and there's nothing you can do
Inherent
about
risk with
that.
every procedure.
There's always a risk. So me, I'm perfectly healthy. I did my first round in August. Bam, I'm back. I'm ready to go in November.
What was your tummy tuck? Was
The
your
tummy tuck and the Brazilian butt lift. So I came back in November. I came back with Tabitha. I had a breast lift with implant. I also had buccal fat removal and chin lipo. Yes, I sure did. I sure did.
What is
buccal
that?
fat removal. So buccal fat removal is for somebody who has
Wait, where's your scar?
chipmunk cheeks. You don't have one. It's internal.
In your mouth.
I had a pie face. I didn't get that.
Oh, okay. You
I
slim
want to
down
be
your face.
contoured and sexy. So I had a little buccal fat removal, a little chin lipo.
Okay.
Okay, so when everything is great, I woke up the next morning, hey, I'm ready to go. I'm up. I'm let's do it. Because I don't have a tummy tuck now. I just had the breast implants.
Okay.
Man, I don't know what happened, but my body and one of my breasts was trying to reject the implant.
Oh.
So my body,
See, these are the things people don't know. Your
Right.
body will reject
This
the
is why
So-
you should have a trained,
Right. So my
certified,
body-
licensed aftercare provider.
amen. So my body actually formed an internal wound on one side, an internal wound, and the wound. I was back in the States.
You in New York.
I was in Texas. I was in Houston.
So you had gone from the DR to New York and you were back in Texas.
I was back
Yes,
in
ma'am.
Houston.
Until it decided to reject it.
It decided to reject it, and my wound was not closing. So I had an open wound, and I went to the emergency room, and they were like, "This is what's going to happen."
Wound or wound?
Remove.
WOND.
Hanging open. There's no open
With a D?
With a D.
Yeah, with a D.
Okay.
So they need
Make
a
sure,
with the
sorry.
wound.
My antennas be up. My antennas be
So I
up.
went to the emergency room, and they were like, "You have a wound.
So
Your
this is
body
when
formed a
Opulent
wound."
Care LLC
They
comes
said
into
you
play.
could have an infection. They said what you need to do is we need to open you up. We got to wash it out, and we got to close you back
So
up.
you couldn't see you couldn't see what they were referring to.
You can't see it. It's internal. If I show you a picture, you'll
I
probably
have a
vomit
question.
everywhere, throw up. Yes,
so,
ma'am.
Okay, so from an aftercare standpoint, when you returned to the States, who was managing your aftercare needs?
I actually went to a day spa, Victoria Day Spa. Shout out to them. They're Colombian owned. They are amazing.
Victoria
They're
Heaven
great.
Hands?
Victoria Heaven.
Edit that. She said, take it off.
Listen,
Edit that. Okay.
I was referred
Okay,
to
let
them.
me
I
hear,
was referred
let
to
me
them. And they did all of my post-op
Post-lymphatic.
massages here in Houston the first round. Now,
went to them?
I went to them.
Did you
Now,
have a
what-
nurse?
Before New York and after New York.
This is after. This
Okay.
was when I got back to the
She
States.
said she first came
Okay.
back. She went
I went to New York.
She went from DR to New York.
I stayed there for 2 weeks.
So who managed your care in New York?
I cannot recall
Don't call
her
no
name.
names. Don't call no names. You're not calling names.
Was there a licensed medical professional involved in your aftercare management?
She was.
Okay, so when did you start? So you started experiencing complications at week 3 when you returned to Houston?
So the first round, I didn't have any complications.
Okay.
It's the breast
Hey, look.
lift
Hey,
with
Courtney.
the implant where I had the complications.
Courtney,
Okay.
we're gonna talk about that off camera.
Okay.
We're not doing that right now.
Okay.
What's the story, Keri? What's the story about the recovery?
What's the
What's
mice?
your recovery story?
Yeah, your worst.
Not worst. What's your
2 minutes. You got
So I
2
only
minutes.
have no problem.
You got
I-
2 minutes.
So
gotta put on the
I only have one recovery service. So one recovery service story.
right.
So my mommy makeover July of 2019.
Okay.
Breast augmentation, tummy tuck, liposuction, Black Barbie. Went for a job interview 7 days post-op. The day my doctor popped my liposuction stitches, I
Okay.
decided to travel to Dallas for a job interview. Bad idea. Went against my doctor's order. Wound up in the hospital 7 days later with multiple blood clots in my lungs.
Oh, wow.
Saw my doctor that day. Everything was normal. From her standpoint, because you have to remember, when plastic surgeons look at you, they're looking at how you look. They're
Okay.
not putting a stethoscope on you. They're not.
Yes.
They're not taking vital signs.
It's
They're
all
looking
cosmetic.
at your wounds,
Right.
your drain. So I went to my doctor, left. My husband took me to lunch. I'm like, dang, I'm tired. I'm tired. Every symptom that I had could easily be attributed to what was occurring to me in the recovery phase.
Okay.
Swelling, shortness of breath, being over-exaggerated. I diagnosed myself with pulmonary embolism. I took myself to the hospital. My 19-year-old daughter, Kaylee, she drove me to the hospital.
Okay.
Christoph was full of crap. He was like, okay, so we're going to have another hospital bill. You ain't about to be admitted. Doctor came back and was like, hey, your CT scan came back abnormal. You have pulmonary emboli in 3 lobes of your lungs.
So you coulda died
That, mind
on the
you,
spot.
this doctor tried to send me home because I did not present as a normal pulmonary embolism
Correct.
patient. So as a nurse, when I got home and I could not breathe when I laid down, I said, Kaylee, go get mommy her stethoscope.
So you
Let
could-
me listen to
okay.
my lungs. Listen to my lungs. I was like, holy crap, I have rails. What in the world is going on?
Okay.
I called my doctor. I had been away from my doctor for 2 hours. 2.
You fell out.
I ain't fall out, but I knew something was wrong.
Okay. How long did it take for you to recover though?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. So when you
Came
turn,
home.
so when you turn 50, not 50. I'm sorry. When you turn 65.
I'm getting me some new breasts.
When you turn 65, When
The
you
way-
turn
You
65.
You know what's crazy?
So let's talk about aftercare and maintenance. That's where he's going. He's
Right.
going to aftercare maintenance. Do you still have to work
Are we
out?
done?
Will you have to go back under the knife?
So-
what does it look like? What
As
does
a-
aftercare and maintenance look like?
So, as the nurse and the patient, I'm involved in a lot of groups on Facebook. Wear your faja. Wear
What's a
your
faja?
That's your garment.
What
that's
is
your
that?
post. That's your post-surgical garment. Wear your garment. Garment.
A
Team
faja?
faja is bullcrap. If you're spending $20,000
Faja.
to $30,000 on a plastic surgery procedure, you better wear your damn garment.
Okay.
24/7.
So how long you got to wear that garment
I wore
for?
my garment almost 6 months.
What's the
Do
garment?
you
Every
still
day?
wear your garment?
When I'm in pain, yes, I absolutely do.
So what does that do? Prevent from?
So your faja helps with compression.
Okay.
It helps with it helps with swelling. It helps with bruising. It helps with pain management.
Contour.
Right, contouring. Right. So your faja is an absolute must. You have to wear your faja.
So
you
beauty.
have to.
So beauty hurts.
Beauty hurts, baby.
Beauty hurts.
What I'm getting from the conversation y'all having, that's why I sat back and just listened, is that it's very serious.
Oh, this is a
In
so
all
the way,
areas.
hold on,
In
hold
all
on.
areas.
I got
this
you.
is this
The way y'all talking
Jumped
about
on
it,
you, huh? They jumped
it's-
on you.
Yeah,
this is
no,
this is-
the way y'all talking about it is a very serious thing.
it is beyond serious.
So
You have people
I guess my
losing
question
their
is,
lives.
are y'all done? Do you,
that's
like if
what
I went through with you one time, hold on. No, this is my question.
So what does maintenance look like? Do you have to go back? Do you have to work out? Do you have to eat a certain way? What do you have to do to maintain to
all
not
of
have
those
to go
things,
back?
because with anything, just like a weight loss surgery, you have to remember this is a toolbox. Okay, so people are like, oh my God, you look great. Girl, I got good tools.
For now.
Because with anything, you have to maintain it. That comes with nutrition. That comes with follow-up massages, post-maintenance massages. That comes with exercise.
That's the part they don't give
They
you.
don't
right?
get
They
that.
don't
So
give you that when you go to
this is
the
not
doctor,
a
when you go
this is
to
not a
social
quick
media.
this is not a quick fix
They don't give you
solution.
that.
So if you have a BMI greater than 30, go sit down. Lose some weight.
So look, let me ask you guys this, because I know this conversation could go on forever and ever and ever and ever. So I know that we had, so the ideal of people getting surgery, meaning they don't have brains behind it, right? So
What you mean brains?
I'm going there.
Okay.
Relax, y'all gotta relax. Y'all too anxious. Relax.
Hey, ladies.
When women have surgery, some people equate that to
Okay.
people with no brains.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm not saying that. Relax.
Okay.
Relax. I'm going somewhere.
get where you're
So
going
now
with
the
that.
question
I get
is
it.
this: we have some people that are doing some things with their life in their career, business-wise. So I
Right.
want you guys to tell the people what you guys are doing briefly. Keri, briefly.
Hold on.
Why you
Hey,
gonna say my name?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was long-winded. If long-winded was a person, she is next to me. I know I'm long-winded. I know I'm long-winded.
So talk about your business. Talk about your
Okay,
business.
I'm not gonna lie. My business paid for my surgery, so
Okay.
she's a beauty boss. I went overseas, invented and patented
my question.
the split container,
Okay.
Yin Yang Edge Control, top
Edge
seller
Control,
on
dope.
Amazon
Oh,
and
wow.
Walmart. It's lit. You mix the two different colors, and you're slaying and you're laying for 2 days straight. Thank you guys. Yes. So that's what I do. There's brains behind this one, but it's an investment. I invest in myself. I invest in my business and my
Okay.
brand, and my look is part of my brand and my business. So that's why I did it, and that's why I'm here.
And what is it
I have a
called?
question. When you
Yin
talk,
Yang X Control. Yin, Y-I-N.
Like yin, yang,
Yang. Yeah.
I'm gonna
gang,
say this. I
gang,
bought
yin,
6
yang.
bottles for my people, and they like have the edge. They only it stayed there for like 3 or 4 days. I bought like 6 bottles from them.
Keri,
Black Barbie.
plug your business, because I know Tab just
So
did hers.
Facebook, Instagram, you can go to @opulentcare.com. So I'm a concierge nursing service specifically designed to treat cosmetic surgery patients. And I'm really focused on the medical aspect of your care. You can get anybody to come and feed you and bathe you, but when it comes to keeping you out of the hospital and keeping you alive, I'm passionate about that due to my own personal experiences.
Good. That's wonderful. Hey, guys, look. I appreciate you guys for coming on, but before we leave, I'm gonna let you guys plug your Instagram and plug your businesses and everything. But I want to play a quick game with you guys, right? So it's a word game. All right. So you guys can answer this question accordingly, right? So it's only, I'm gonna say 2 words and you guys can agree with either or, right? So you rather have good edges or wet and wavy? Good edges Oh, wet and wavy.
Wet and wavy. We can get good edges. We can get a wet and wavy wig.
The hair.
Good edges.
Yeah.
Good edges.
You can't do nothing
You can get a
about
wig.
edges.
Okay, good edges. Okay. Which one is more sexier, ass or tits?
Tits.
Ass or tits? Which one?
Ass.
I'm gonna go with ass.
Right? I can do maybe more with ass than I do with a
You
titty.
know what? I'll take that back. I'll take that
Turn
back.
over. It's
take it
about the
back.
look.
It's
I'm visual.
But if-
See it from the side. You saw
but
that?
if that
Have you saw that
smells good,
silhouette
you
challenge?
ain't gonna make it to the flip
Have you
over.
saw, baby? Listen, you see
But
that
if it's
silhouette
good,
challenge
you
and
ain't
then
gonna
that
make it to
door,
the flip over.
the
I'm just
contour.
saying.
Y'all been talking about contour the whole time.
The pretty
I'm
titty
sorry.
committee is here.
Oh,
All right.
No, I said the snatch good.
So-
you
I
ain't
can't do
gonna
nothing with
make
no
it to the
brains.
flip over.
So you guys rather work out or have surgery?
Work out.
Okay.
If we do.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
makeup or natural?
Natural.
Natural.
Natural. Okay. How about working 18 hours for yourself?
Never.
Wait, for yourself?
All right, working 18 hours for yourself
that in me.
or working 5 hours for someone else and get the same pay?
18 hours for myself.
And working 5 hours for someone else and get the same pay.
And hold up.
Because they can take that pay from you when they're ready.
Yeah, it's better to work for yourself.
It's yours.
And then
Okay.
you don't gotta deal with nobody else.
D spot, the spot, or 50-15?
Baby,
Hey.
Shout out to the team. Hey.
That's about a preference. It's about a preference.
Open, please.
If you want to see something, you go to 50-15. If you want to have a good time, you go to the spot.
50-50.
Hey, let me plug my business right quick.
Go ahead, Vaughn.
My bad.
He just walking all over you, huh?
It's okay. Miss my name. Miss my business.
He didn't let you. You wasn't even here.
I do makeovers, just not with women.
I'm not
with
finished.
houses.
I wasn't finished. I wasn't finished. I'm
I do
going there.
construction.
I'm going there.
I
I'm
do
going
rehab.
there.
I know. I'm just messing with
I'm
you.
going there, yeah.
I thought it was a good time. I want to throw it
No,
out.
I'm gonna go there.
Nah,
So
go
the
ahead.
last one is.
Yes, one more question.
Hey, look, one more. Steak 48 or Maestro.
Maestros. Easy. Way more
It's the
ambiance.
ambiance for
the
me.
ambiance at Maestros
It's
is
a
way
waterfall.
more dope.
Drinks for me.
Look,
Piano,
watch
music.
this. Let me find out y'all going to Cheddar's. Nah, man.
Man,
I'm like, stay for
So look,
Cheddar's dope.
everybody, look. I want you
During the day.
guys. Starting with you, Vaughn. I want you guys to plug your Instagram, your website, what you got going on, and go to the next. Keri, you next, then Tab, then Courtney.
My name is Vaughn Christmas. My Instagram is Mr. Christmas 21. I'm actually starting my podcast this Saturday. It's called Still Tipping.
Congratulations.
Still Tipping. Yeah, come check it out. We're gonna be in the studio.
I want to be honest.
I'm gonna bring y'all on for real.
Yeah.
Bring us
I gotta.
there.
I'm gonna put it out there. I'm just getting the handles right now. I'm talking to my people right now, and be honest with you, man, I had a great time.
Oh, yeah,
My name, my company is Brothers United. I do construction. These ladies, hey, by the way, I don't want to. Y'all all beautiful.
Thank you.
Before and after and enduring.
Period.
I don't do makeovers on women. I do makeovers on houses. So if you need a little bop to your house,
So
little
that's your
I
makeover
can come over
king.
there and come take care of you.
That's your makeover king for all
Start to
things
finish.
houses.
Ain't no job too big, ain't no job too small.
Instagram.
Instagram, my IG is Mr. Christmas 21. Name of my company is Brothers United LLC.
Brothers United LLC. Keri.
Okay, so I
Social
am
media.
Keri White, better known as Keri Gale.
Okay.
So on IG, my handle is Keri Gale for my personal, and my professional is Opulent Care LLC. So I'm all things aftercare. So when you guys decide to get snatched, come and see me.
Okay. Tab.
My name is Tabitha Ross. My Instagram page is Tabs on Tabitha, like you're keeping tabs on Tabitha.
Okay.
And my business page, Yin Yang Edge Control. Holla at me, patent, invented, support black-owned business. Thanks, guys.
Okay. Courtney. Instagram.
All right. So this is Courtney checking back in. My Instagram is Michi MECHI_so_vein VAIN. And my doctor is Dr. Gudicelli. Y'all can follow him as well. That's about it for me. Thank y'all.
Okay. Kaya.
What am I talking about?
Your handle. Your handle and
Hey, Jack. That's it.
Okay.
They know how to find me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. We can talk about last
They
course.
not Google you right now.
Google me. We can talk about last
Y'all
course. 'cause that's
contact
a
Last
different
Course
thing in
Boutique
itself.
for all of that banana pudding and those
For all
warm
your
butter
desserts.
cakes.
Last course
we
desserts,
do
right?
golden desserts. Yes, of course. Last course.
Last course, yeah. So,
course.
so guys, look, this is the 50-15. Y'all got me thinking about 50-15. You got it. Look,
Wait a minute.
Hey, look, this is the Culturally Distinct Podcast. Make sure you guys come to Neo's Creole Cafe on 6356 Richmond Street here in Houston, Texas. This was a good episode. Hope you guys learned something from it. Make sure you guys hit these people up if you have any questions of anything. This is your boy, DJ KO. This is the Culturally Distinct Podcast. We're going to have conversation after this, guys. I'll see you guys next week. Much love. Peace.